Apple TV just released a new biopic, Tetris. This is our takes and smoke breaks, and we watched it, and we're gonna review it.
Check it out.
All right, so this is the latest video game movie that we have watched, guys. It's not really like the last one that we watched, Super Mario Bros. And I can say right now that in the beginning, it is not the best video game movie of all time.
Wow.
Pretty good. It's a really good movie, but it's no Super Mario Brothers. And if you didn't watch our last preview episode, this movie isn't really like a 3D animated cartoon style Tetris game. It's more of a biopic, like Ray or Walk the Line. And this is based on the true story of how Tetris was licensed globally and how that happened. This movie stars Taron Egerton and what's the other guy's name? Nikita Efremov. And Taron Egerton plays
Hank Rogers.
Yeah, Taron Egerton plays Hank Rogers. He was the founder of Bulletproof Software. And this movie pretty much starts out as, it's this guy. He's at a game expo, and he sees his model is out playing, and like he's looking for his model pretty much that's supposed to be promoting his game, and she's out playing this other game called Tetris, and he's like, what's the big fuss? And like the guy's like, hey, do you want to play? And he plays it, and he falls in love with it. And he pretty much does anything he can to get the rights on that on that video game. And like, yeah, he just tries to get the rights to that video game so that he can spread it to the world. Jeffrey, what do you think? What initial thoughts of this movie?
So in the preview, it kind of mentioned they did a lot of, they threw in like some artistic like 8-bit, I don't know what you would call it, just 8-bit little
Art.
scenes. Yeah, and I couldn't tell where this was going. They kind of did it throughout the movie, but then like in the middle of the movie it disappeared, then it came back towards the end. So I was like, oh, I don't know how I feel about that. Like they could just taken it out.
It was kind of like I'm sorry. It was kind of like I think we said in the preview, kind of reminded me of like Scott Pilgrim a little bit. It actually did kind of remind me of Scott Pilgrim when I was watching it. It was actually better executed than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, and then I don't know. My first thoughts is, so I did watch a video on how it actually went down, and I enjoyed that 5-minute video more than this 2-hour film. So I think they try to dramatize the whole process of how Tetris came about, but I don't think I was sold on it. I don't know. It wasn't that exciting to me. And in the beginning, it was just like, oh, I don't know. I got a little bit confused in the beginning, but then they cleared it up towards the middle. It's just like, oh, we have the license. No, we have the license. Oh wait, we actually can't tell you, or we actually don't have the license. I was like, what the fuck? So it was just a little all over the place, and I did like Hank. He did probably the best job as far as acting, but other than that, everyone was just kind of side characters to him. So
yeah, I feel like like all the characters were kind of like over the top. Like Robert Maxwell, I felt like was he really like that? Like kind of like Fuchilala and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, my shit don't stink.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
just like commanded a rumor.
Like I don't know, maybe he did, or like his son. What was his son's name? Kevin.
Mr. Maxwell.
That's a Mr. Maxwell. Like, was he really like that shit? If he was, fuck, I'm sure he was a real douchebag. You know, but I don't know. I don't know the guy. But yeah, I feel like this movie started a little slow. Well, in the beginning, I understood where it was going. It was pretty much just trying to tie in like the Maxwells. Like, there's some shady people, and they'll pretty much try to do anything to get a buck and shit. You know what I mean? So I guess that kind of went with that or whatever. But like, it started a little fast, and then it kind of just lagged in the middle. Like, I don't know. I felt like this could have been the 1.5 hour movie. I think you said also like this could have been the 1.5 hour movie, and I wish I had a 2 hour movie of Super Mario Brothers. What about you, Ivan?
I actually like this movie. I mean, maybe because I paid more, maybe or closer attention after Jeffrey said like that he got confused, but I didn't really get confused. Like, I thought it was actually going kind of fast at the beginning, but it was kind of just a setup.
Yeah.
And that's where I thought I was going to get confused, so I was really paying attention. So that's why I kind of knew what it was. But I kind of like the characters, and like Jeffrey, I think like I got more inclined with like, oh, what really happened, than like the dramatic part. Or like I think it was a cool story, it was a cool like getaway or whatever, you know, like barely sneaking out, but I knew like, okay, this definitely didn't really happen. Like, you know, like this probably didn't happen. Like, it was a cool story, like I liked it, but I also, in the back of my mind, I was thinking like, well, what happened for reals? So that was a little aspect. But I liked Hank, like I think his character was cool. Like, obviously he was like going too hard sometimes or whatever, but he like had his vision, or you know, like he was sold on Tetris, like he needed to get the rights. So it was pretty cool. I also like the actual, I don't even know because they're all foreign actors too, so but the actual, I guess the whatever corporation, what was it? Elorg? Elorg, the CEO of that one, or whoever, the like Russian dude that wasn't part of the, what's it called? The KB, what is it? Or KGB?
The KGB,
Yeah.
See, but the based on a true story or inspired by true events, like that always like get
over dramatic. And
what are some things that the movie got wrong?
The KGB. There was no like KGB bad guy, or the girl was not.
Yeah, translator.
Oh
Sasha.
Yeah.
Yeah, she wasn't real. They had to put a bad guy in there, but he was never really there. So I think that would kill the whole movie if he wasn't.
Yeah, because it would just be like, all right, good deal.
Yeah,
that's it. I guess that car chase also never happened. There was no car chase. There was no like bad that happened. You know, it was just like he went over there. He said, "Boom, I'm gonna give you this fat ass deal," and they're like, "All right, let's do it." And that's it. That's that's what happened, right?
I think technically they did all three travel to Russia like separately at the same time, so that's kind of interesting. But I think they would have just took. I mean, they
like
did
the three trying to get the rights.
Yeah, I think they did pin them against each other, but the only thing was like not all the dramatic stuff. They probably just took the best deal, you know, like. Yeah. But I mean, it is interesting that all three tried to get it at the same time, you know, like they all literally went. But another thing, like you said, all the KGB people that like pretty much weren't there. So like the whenever the people went to his house with his wife and kids or whatever, like that never
Mm.
happened, or the
Yeah.
office or whatever. Yeah, that never
Oh
happened.
yeah, I forgot about that. Like they, I was
All
kind.
threatening.
No, yeah, and like
Go home.
yeah, you see,
Tell
and
your
like
husband
during
to
those
come home.
things, like I get like, oh shit. I put myself in like I tell you, like when I watch movies, I put myself in that situation. So like I'm putting myself in that situation. I'm thinking about like my kids and shit, and I'm like, oh man, that's crazy. What the fuck would I have done? Like would I have fucking just given it to them? Or like, you know what I mean? Would I have just gone home? Like this guy's fucking nuts, dude. Like they know where his kids live, but it wasn't like that.
Yeah.
You know, so cool, you know, but which means like it was a pretty good story, you know, but you know, like I said, just a few slow parts. Ivan, how many stars does this movie get?
I think I'm gonna give this movie 3.5. Oh, it's pretty, like I said, it's pretty good. I did enjoy it. I was entertained pretty much most of it. Like, yeah, there was a little slow parts and like not over explaining, but kind of like you have to figure out like, wait, who has the rights? Nobody has the rights. but overall it was entertaining. Like I said, the only thing with me, like I said, those parts in the middle, and then I got like more curious of like how accurate it was, and thinking about it, like, oh, even during the car scene, which is supposed to be, I guess, the climax of it all, I was like, oh, this probably didn't happen, but it was still cool. It was a cool ending, a nice ending, and so I liked it. 3.5, solid.
Jeffrey?
I'd probably give it 3. This is a movie I think shouldn't have been dramatized. I don't know. I don't think the stakes were high enough in this situation and in the real life situation. Like the movie that does a great job that's kind of like this is what's the McDonald's movie? I mentioned it before. Like that was a good movie.
I forgot what it's called.
But
Is it
The Ronald McDonald House. What is it?
The Founder?
yeah,
The Founder. Batman.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that-
Michael Keaton.
yeah, that one I felt like, oh, this guy is like hustling. He's screwing people over, and like I felt like, oh, that felt good. That when it came to this was like, it was just just a simple deal, and that was it.
Yeah, they could have easily gone in the other direction, made it like a feel-good movie, like oh my god, like they made this fatal deal. And
I
shit.
mean, if you want to get real, because they're showing like, oh, communism bad. That's why it even looked all like
Yeah.
it would look all like
Dark.
darker vision, murky.
Oh, yeah,
all
that's
scary.
true.
Yeah, like all like, ooh.
There was a bad people,
Yeah.
for sure.
But then they're showing what's his name, Alexei Landon, wherever, Seattle, whatever, bright and sunny in the airport. And
yeah.
stuff. I like
It's
even in the
Seattle.
airport,
Like,
come on.
it's Seattle, like the radius fucking place in all of the U.S.
But yeah, I mean, this, like I mentioned earlier, this is something I could watch 30 minutes of, like a mini series or documentary. I probably enjoy that more, just because I felt like I could just go straight to the point on this one. There wasn't really mystery or whatever. So yes, 3 out of 5.
I'm gonna have to go with Ivan and a 3.5 for this one. It wasn't so bad, and I liked the story. I enjoyed the back and forth, but like I said, it kind of got a little too back and forth, like all the time. You know what I mean? You know, I just wanted it to kind of just like chill in one little spot for a little bit, but it was I mean, it went fast paced, but for it being so fast paced, it kind of lagged. You know what I mean? like it felt like a longer movie than I thought. It felt like a 2-hour movie, you know what I mean?
I think some of the trips they made just didn't, like, nothing happened, or
yeah, or
it just
wasn't
like it ended up
necessary.
like going backwards, or I don't know.
Yeah, and whatever,
Business.
But like I said, 3.5. Taron Egerton did a good job as Hank, and then the what's his name? Freaking Nikita Efremov as Alexei. Their friendship seemed, genuine and shit like that. Played the family man pretty good and the ambitious guy pretty good, Taron Egerton. But yeah, 3.5. Don't forget, guys, I'm pretty excited for this one. Next week, the Power Rangers special on Netflix. we're gonna watch it, guys, and we're gonna we're gonna do our preview, and we're gonna watch the shit out of that special, and it's gonna be great. What's it called? Power Rangers Once and Beyond?
No, it's like
To Infinity and Beyond.
What is
Everywhere.
it now?
Once and
Everywhere,
once
everywhere,
and
everywhere.
Once and always.
everything, everywhere, once and always.
Mighty Morphin.
Oh my god. The Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, once and always, guys. 30-year anniversary. I can't wait. It's gonna be so cheesy. It's gonna be so great. I can't believe it. But we'll have that review next week. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment on our channel, guys. We would really appreciate all the support. To all those to everybody that's commented so far, you're great. Alright? You're awesome. Everybody that subscribed so far, you're great. You're awesome. Thank you so much. And with that, guys, be safe and be great. Peace.
Right.
Bye.